Welcome back to my channel. My name is 24K. Hey, if you're new here. So today I'm going to do something a little different. I decided to do something for beginners in makeup. Just give you some foundational information. Today we're going to be talking about primers, what they are, if you need them, which ones I like. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so in a nutshell, a primer is basically a barrier that we use to protect our skin from everything else that we're about to put on our skin, the foundation, the blush, the contour, etc. So sometimes the products that we use on our face, especially foundation, clogs up our pores. And when your pores are clogged, that leads to acne, enlarged pores, and that's not something that you want to have to treat. And, I always recommend people to use a primer, but I'm very much aware that primers are not for everyone. Story time. I was watching this YouTuber or Instagrammer, Instagram, and I said Instagrammer, that's weird. But anyway, I was watching someone on Instagram, and she was talking about how much money she was saving by not using a primer, and primer was just like, hype. I decided to do an experiment. I wanted to go a couple weeks without using a primer and just see what happens, because who doesn't want to save money? Foundation and stuff is really expensive. So I decided to do it, and honestly, I really did like the results because my skin looked more natural. My foundation looked more natural, and if you guys haven't noticed, I love a natural looking base. Putting on the foundation and everything else that I was putting on my face without a primer, it worked. I mean, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is a thing. I can save money. But like going into the second or third week, now keep in mind, I was doing the same routine. I didn't add anything else into my skincare regimen. Same foundation, same moisturizer, doing everything the same. I started to notice I was getting texture here and here. And that's usually what happens whenever my pores start to get clogged up. So that was a no-go for me. And as you get older, your skin does not bounce back as quickly. So I started wearing my primers again. But there are a lot of people that are able to not wear primers and be just fine. So when it comes to makeup, I am a firm believer that makeup has no rules. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Simple. Another benefit of primers is that it helps to prolong your makeup wear, where you could probably get 4 hours or 6 hours of makeup wear without it moving around. You could probably get 8, 9, 10, 11 hours depending on the primer. Primers also can give you extra benefits. So if you have dull skin, you can get a primer that can be more radiant, give your skin more radiance. If your skin is dry, there are primers that will be more moisturizing. And then if you want a blurring primer, you can also get a primer that can help with the texture and help blur out your pores. Or you can get a primer if you need more of a matte finish, if you're really super oily. So it just depends on you. So today I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorite primers. I do have a little bit of everything here, and I do have more primers. If you want me to do a part 2 to the video, just to give you guys a review of the different primers that I have, let me know. Comment down below. I am happy to do that because my channel is for you. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into that right now. So the first primer is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Primer. This is the first one that they had. They have 3 formulas all together now, matte and hydrating. The hydrating was okay, but I only had a sample of it back when we were doing samples. But I'm probably going to try it again just to see what it's got going on. But this one is my favorite. This is my second bottle. It comes in this really nice glass bottle, but this is what it looks like right here. It's like a soft pink color, and it goes on like this. It goes on like a skincare product, and I think this was the first primer that I thought went on like that. Perfect for combination skin, all skin types, to be honest with you. This is like the perfect one, especially if you want like a soft filter. It definitely blurs, especially if you have like areas right here. It gives you a soft, natural look. So I forgot to tell you the price. This is $32, and it comes in a small size for about $17 at Sephora. So the next primer is the Toofaced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. This one is perfect if you have dry skin. I have combination skin, like I told you, but this is perfect for me. It's not going to give you a super dewy look, but it's going to give you the hydration that you need. It has coconut water and probiotics in it. to give you more of a rejuvenated look. It doesn't smell like sweet coconuts. If you don't like that smell, it's more like a natural coconut smell. At first I was like, ew, what is that smell? But y'all, this is like the best primer. I love it. And like, it looks like this. And it also goes on like a skincare product. It's so nice. It's so nice. This one is $35 and it also comes in like a sample for $18 at Sephora. So if you need that, to me, I really, really love this primer, especially after you've washed your face and your face is nice and fresh and you apply it. It's just that it gives you that come back to life feel. I don't know. I really like it. It's not tingly or anything, but I really love it. It's nice, nice formula. I use this with like my super matte foundations. I don't really use it with like super dewy foundations because it's going to be like, you know, moving all around. But I love this one. This is like top fave. So the next primer I have is by Tochka. I'm going to show you guys here. I hope you guys can see it. But that's such a cool packaging. But this was really big like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Like I would say, well, I have to say, this is the most I've ever spent on a primer. I don't care what you say. This is a good primer. I used it today. It is $52 at Sephora. Yeah, $52 at Sephora. And I think you can get it online as well. But I think those are the only two places you can get it. But this is the Tochka Silk Canvas Primer. They do have a sample of this, not sample, but a miniature size at Sephora for $22. So if you're interested, what I think is really cool about it is it comes with this little, I don't want to call it applicator, little gadget. I don't know. I can't think of what to call it right now, but this also has a nice soft powdery smell. It doesn't smell like baby powder, but it definitely smells like a type of powder, but it's not bad. It's really soft, really nice. But so it's a tool. So it comes with this tool right here, and the tool has a line. Basically, you're supposed to get all you can up until that line, and that's all you need. And let me see just a little bit more. So once you get to that line that they've given you, that's enough for your entire face. And yes, that's enough for your entire face, y'all. This is like the best primer. When it came out, it sold out, and it was sold out for such a long time. And I finally got my hands on it, and I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed at all. And what I think is really cool about it is you can use it as eyeshadow primer. Y'all, I didn't believe them. I was like, I wonder how pigmented it can get my eyeshadows. Y'all, it's a decent eyeshadow primer. Y'all don't know. This is totally worth $52. And I think you can also use it as a lip primer. I think I tried it once or twice, but I have super pigmented lips, so I don't know. And this is what it looks like on my hand, and I'm just going to rub it in. It also goes on like a skincare product, but it rubs into your skin. Very nice. It's such a nice primer. I love the smell of this primer. But yeah, here it is. If you really want that nice, smooth canvas look, but you also want to look natural, this is for you. Definitely, definitely for you. I've worn this with all type of foundations, and I've never had any problem with it. I love this so much. Don't do a lot of this because it's gonna ball up. I think before I picked it up, people were saying that it was balling up, but like, it's one of those, you just have to smooth it on. Don't do a whole lot. You shouldn't be doing that to your face anyway. But anyway, this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. As you guys can see, it looks a little bit like this one, yeah, but very different in price. So this is $9. You can find it at Ulta. You know, Ulta has all the brands. You can find it in grocery stores or Target. Target's like the best place to go. Anyway, moving on. So it's like a mini version of the Tochka, and obviously it was probably inspired by it because this came out after. So it's like a putty in there. This also comes in 3 formulas, one for matte and one for I think it's illuminating. I don't have those because this one works just fine, and of course I'm going to use this up before I buy another one. Plus, I'm not really into matte, but you never know what I'm going to pick up. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyway, this one also has a natural to hydrating finish. It does have a tool that came, you know, months later, but I don't have that. I just use my hand. Sometimes I'll use like the other side of a brush, but this is what it looks like right here. This is another one that's going to go on really nicely and smooth. So this is it here being moisturized, and it doesn't have a smell at all. So this one that I have is the Universal Sheer formula, and it just goes on nicely. Look, just like a skincare product as well. Yeah, $9. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. What's funny is when this first came out, a lot of people thought this was a foundation because it came in 11 shades, but it's a complexion booster. So you can use this one or two ways. You can, well, actually one or three ways. You can use it on your skin just by itself, just to have like a nice glow from within, like I do a lot during the winter. Or you can use it mixed in with your foundation, and I do that sometimes with a foundation that's more matte, just to give me a nice healthy glow. So you're not getting a whole lot of color, you're just getting a glow, a natural glow that is, without having to do a whole lot of highlighter. And the second way, you can use it as a primer, and usually that's how I use it. So it comes with a nice doe foot applicator, and the shade that I am in is number 7. Here it is, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on my hand. Yeah. So you're getting a little bit of a tint. If this is your shade, maybe you can use it as a skin tint, but for me, I just use it like a primer. So I'm getting a little bit of a natural glow from within. So here it is right here, and I just love that. So the next primer I'm going to show you is a little bit different. It's an oil primer. It's by NYX, the Hydra Touch Oil Primer. This is what it looks like right here. It comes in a nice glass bottle. I think it's really cute. And if you want to have that dewy look, you can use this without makeup at all. And if you have dry skin or aging skin and you just want like something to give you a little bit more moisture, so I'm just going to drop like 2 or 3 drops, and just like that, you get an instant nice moisturizing look. This is $14. You can find it at Ulta, you can find it in grocery stores, and of course Target, and Walmart, you know, just like I said, grocery stores. Next up is the Porefessionals Hydrate Primer. Benefits came out with the regular Porefessionals, and I tried that one time, and that thing was so matte. It was a little too much for me. I had to return it. But later on, they came out with this. Now, it's the same blurring. It gives the same blurring effect that the original does, but it's not as matte. So if you are looking for that effect, but you didn't really care for it being super matte, this is the one for you. Now, I told you the other ones were good for, some other ones were good for blurring, but this one, I think it's right next to the Tochka. It's way more blurring than the Tochka, in my opinion. So if you really need that, especially for this area, you know, the areas where your pores can be enlarged, but this is it right here, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to blend it into my skin. I like the smell of it. But yeah, even as it's on my hands, you can feel it's giving that nice moisturized feeling. Like, it's really, really good. And after some time, you know, it'll sit. I wouldn't say it's gripping at all, but I will say you can tell it's blurring. Like, sometimes I'll get like texture here. And if I'm not wearing makeup, I'll go ahead and just like apply it like right here to smooth it out right here, and I'm good to go, especially like right here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. So this is by Huda. This is the the Water Jelly Primer by Huda. She does have like 2 or 3 primers, I think. If you guys don't know who Huda is, she used to be a YouTuber, and now she owns Huda Beauty. So I did a review of this. I will go ahead and leave it up here. Just click this link right here, or I'll leave it down in the description box as well. I did a review of this along with the foundation. A lot of people are comparing it to the Milk Hydro Grip. I don't have that one, never tried it, but I think this is a really good formula. It goes on very, very clear. This is, of all the formulas that she's had, this is the one that I can use. The other ones were just way, way, way too matte. So like, it's literally water. Yeah, it's literally water. Just like water. I don't even know that song. Let me stop singing it. Yeah, so here it is. It's very hydrating. I do moisturize before I use this. I think some people were saying that it was, I think they dried out their skin, but when you're applying primer, you need to make sure that you're washing your face and you're moisturizing. A lot of people just go straight into adding the primer. They're like, I don't have time for that. Now, there's times where I don't have time for that. If I know I don't have time for it, I don't go for a super, super matte look because I know my skin type. So this one, it is gripping. Like, it's still kind of tacky. This primer is going to be $33. I purchased this at Sephora, like I purchased most of my stuff. It does feel like a skincare product. It's more like a gel rather than like a creamy product, but it feels like a serum. So it's still kind of sticky, even as I've been talking here. It's still feeling pretty sticky. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those are a few of my favorite primers currently. I do have lots of primers. If you want me to do a part 2 to this video, go ahead and let me know. Comment down in the comment section, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. This will not be the last video that I do like a basics, you know, makeup basics. If that's what you're interested in, let me know and I will continue to do it. As always, I love you. I hope everything is going well with you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
She loving the likes. She living the life, yeah. She Instagram famous. You know that it's dangerous. Baby, you famous. Instagram famous. Body on 10, your body on 10. Shawty, you banging, oh yeah. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now. Okay. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now.